Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host, Suttles, and I will be going through the emotions that the Giants are taking me through at this moment. So, if you have any children around and you don't want to hear them hearing cursing, hearing somebody really airing out, please either cover their ears or don't play this around them. I usually do not do this, but this has to be done. It's going to give you a little bit of time for that. Where do I begin with this bum ass team? Where the fuck do I begin with this bum ass team? We just lost to the Atlanta Falcons. The damn Atlanta Falcons, the worst defense in the damn league. That's who we just lost to. I don't care if we lost Sterling Shepard. I don't care if we lost Darius Slayton. I don't care if Kimmy G was a little nicked up. I don't care if we lost Blake Martinez. Under no circumstances that we should have lost this game. Point blank, period. 17-14. This team invents new ways to lose. This is absolutely terrible. We have hit rock bottom. There is nothing else that we can absolutely do. Like, there is nothing at all. This experiment that Dave Gettleman has been going through, it is done. This really needs to be done. Fire Gettleman, get rid of Judge, get rid of Garrett, get rid of Patrick Graham. Tisch begin to take over the football operations to get Mara the hell up out of there. Trade Daniel Jones, trade Saquon Barkley, get some capital, and start this whole thing over. A damn decade of being porous. Outside of 2016, we have been the worst franchise in the last 10 years. The worst. Oh my God. These bums can't even win on Eli Manning Day. The day that we are enshrining the best player in franchise history, they can't even get a dub on that day. Let that sink in. With all the emotions that's going through in the stadium, all the energy that's being brought there by the fans, just by the staff, just by the organization by itself, it cannot uplift you to beat the lonely Falcons? Like, what kind of shit is this? What are we doing? We are 0-3, and I said in my preview, if we get to 0-3, if we lose to the Atlanta Falcons, this season is done. I don't care if we got I don't care if we got like 14 more games to go. I don't care if it's 17 games out the season. I don't care that Washington just got their doors blown off by Buffalo, and the Cowboys and Eagles are playing. This team does not deserve to even be in the conversation for a playoff. That's where we're at right now. Even if we are 2 games out of first place, this team has no right to even be in that conversation. Even if we pulled out the win today, I would still be frustrated and mad simply because we did not deserve to win that game. With all the miscues that was going on, we got Joe Judge coming up to the press conference every single solitary day preaching fundamentals, 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 and we got the most penalties out the whole league. We've lost all of our games on fundamentals. How fundamental are we? All those laps that he got these guys running just from mental errors and they got to get stronger. Clearly that's not working because clearly we're still fucking up. This team is god awful. And when you talk to older Giant fans, I was not around for the 70s. I was born in 89, but I was around for the for like the mid 90s and how bad we were then with Dave Brown and how terrible we was. Those were some bad years. But at the end of the day, it was still some light at the end of the tunnel. You still seen some good players within the organization that you knew that can be a stable for this franchise, such as Jesse Armstead, such as Michael Strahan, and some others. Jason Sehorn. So we seen that it was some kind of light. We just had to figure it out in the mid-90s. In the 70s, they said that it was way worse. They said that this is probably just as bad as it was in the 70s. But this has taken the fucking cake. We have not been over 500 in years. We haven't even hit 500 in years. Let that sink in. Out of 32 teams in the NFL, it's only been one team to not be 500 within the last 5 years. And guess who that one team is? The bum ass fucking Giants. That's who they are. I can't. I can't. I physically can't with this team. Like it's no silver lining whatsoever. It's not like we're losing and we're like, oh, we got a franchise quarterback that we know he's going to be the guy. It's still question marks about Daniel Jones. He played a decent game, but it's still question marks about him. Oh, well, we got a stud offensive line. No, we don't. They're porous. Well, we do have that superstar wide receiver. No, nobody's a real superstar on our team. Well, we do have a great running back who's entering into the year that he's going to want to get paid coming off of an injury. He looked pretty decent today, but Saquon is not worth keeping. Well, our defense is going to be top five. That's what my dumb ass said. Clearly, we're not going to be top five. We're going to be at the bottom. And this is the feeling that us Giants fans have. And I don't know if you had this same feeling, but when the score was tied at 14-14 and we got the ball with 4 minutes left, I had absolutely zero confidence that we were going to get down to at least get Graham Gano a damn field goal. I had zero confidence. And once we was in that 3rd and 19, I literally got up off my chair and began to clean up. And I was like, these bums are going to lose the game. And what happened? Within 2 minutes, these bums went and lost the damn game. This team is not really worth rooting for. What I'm going to be looking for is basically what draft position we're going to get and what quarterback out there that we could really get and how can we really start this over again and hit the reset button. Now, Andrew Thomas, he's a good piece to actually start with. DJ, he's not proving anything. He's just being real steady. But when you're real steady on a losing team, that's not what you need to do. So I don't know where this team goes from here, but some changes are definitely going to have to be made. And it wouldn't surprise me if next week Freddie Kitchens is calling the plays because Jason Garrett play calling has been absolutely terrible, especially this game. But it wouldn't surprise me if he goes to Freddie Kitchens to have him as the OC calling plays going forward just to give some type of change to see if this team is going to react because there's absolutely nothing that's going to dig this team out the dirt. It's been 10 years of being terrible, 10 years of frustration, and the fans and the organization should really be embarrassed, honestly. And there's not much else to say. He lost to the Atlanta Falcons 17-14 on the last second field goal. This team is they're bums. They're just fucking bums. Now, if you made it this far into the video, go ahead, hit that sub button. Click that like button so that YouTube can actually push it. And until next time, I'm out.